Does the hat add some extra flavor? Shouldn't there be some music or something? I don't think I have it turned off.
I pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an elder brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain. I thought so too, but that was when I believed it was still an elder brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
Oh, there's Gortash.
Sometimes.
That was weird. So here you can make a choice if you want to go with the Emperor or with Orpheus. First I'll show you going with Orpheus, and then I'll show you going with the Emperor, and then when we get to the endings I'll hopefully combine all those so you can see what happens if you go with Orpheus or the Emperor and the different decisions you can make at the end. Probably won't be able to get all of them, but hopefully at least the main ones.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Elithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Assimilate him. Skvar! No! Now is the time to liberate him. Do not stand against me.
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
So you would kill him. He is Gith's heir. You'd be the Githyanki people's betrayer. You'd be my betrayer.
I realize he is of some significance to you, but he is of even more value to our cause. Thank you. Now stand aside. I will assimilate the Githyanki's power in your stead.
Stop. You would keep my people chained to their damnable queen. I should have trusted my gut. Driven a blade through your throat at first chance. We have the means to free Prince Orpheus, and you side with Geich. Who are you? You want Orpheus dead. You'll have to kill me first. Lies! You have been seduced by empty promises, Geich tricks! To think I ever hoped for more from you. You have damned my people for eternity. Assimilate Orpheus, and I will rip off your every limb and bask in your agony. No more words. I gave you my trust, and you failed me. To think I once called you Shak Von Findu. Patala Krithmaha!
Seems like a good moment to talk.
I admire the Githyanki, you know. What she lacked in foresight, she made up for with passion. But passion is a consolation prize for those who lack intellect. Now enough of this distraction. We must assimilate Orpheus. Do not judge me. Come, we must follow the brain's path. This time, we will not fail.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Come, it's time to leave.
I can never unsee that.
Gods.
The prince is dead, and we have everything we need to win this battle.
Moving ahead.
Istark! Chris! You held the future of a people in your hands! How dare you take our prince from us! How dare you parade around this abomination! The heir's psionic cry shook the plains and marked his locus. I will avenge him! Silence! You've made your choice.
You still don't trust me. After all we've been through. Remember, I have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. I freed you from the Nautiloid, prevented you from crashing to your death. I have protected you ever since, at no small cost to myself. I came to you as a leader, but I did not shy away from showing you vulnerability. I needed you as much as you needed me. I was not above recognizing this. When you discovered my true identity, I did not flinch from the truth. I never lied to you, not once. I am just like you. We have the same enemy, the same story. I encouraged you to fulfill your potential, all while protecting you from harm. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Netherstones to me.
Do not forget, there's a card yet to come into play. The Orb. If we do not want to surrender the stones, we can still use it to ensure the brain's destruction. Along with my own, of course.
This is a risk we cannot take. Your hubris drives you even now. You failed before. I cannot trust that you will not fail again. You must trust me. Hand me the stones.
That is a very suspicious line. He did sneak a little lie in there. He said he never lied to us. He has lied to us one time, but everything else was true.
It is true that I withheld reality. I showed Orpheus and his guards as evil beings. And I appeared to you in the form of someone you would trust. Someone who wasn't a mind flayer. But I am a mind flayer. Illusion is my language, just as words and actions are yours. Do not judge me for being true to myself. I have never judged you.
if I weren't for sure about freeing Orpheus, he's doing some pretty good convincing right now.
I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
I don't know if that's his only option, but I think it's the one that makes the most sense.
We can free Orpheus.
Assume.
I doubt we'll get only one way to find out.
The gate is gone. Our mission is set. Smash the crystals with the hammer and free the Prince of the Comet. Gith's beloved son will lead us to a sure victory against the Netherbrain.
Alright, Lae'zel, you have been building up for this moment.
To battle.
Do it.
As the Githyanki prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of Illithid. You took advantage of my powers, and you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
Your Majesty, the Prince of the Comet, Gith's true heir. It is an honor.
Do not patronize me. You rejected the Illithid when it no longer suited your needs. No doubt you freed me because it suits you now. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers. That is true. And it would have been the honorable outcome for one destined to become Ghaik. You had the opportunity to surrender yourself to my honor guard. They would have given you a noble end. They would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made. Not so quickly. The Ghaik was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones. There is not. We face a Netherbrain. For there to be one way to defeat it is unlikely enough. There will not be another. Consider, yes, but know that the answer is already foretold. This is the only way to stop the grand design. Whatever prevents you from doing what is necessary, face it, overcome it. Return to me when you are ready to transform.
I'm not sure I ever considered the Emperor an ally exactly, but even so, strange to know we're on our own at last. When? I'm glad you have such confidence in our endeavor. I confess, my own's not constructed from such immutable materials. I don't dare to picture the crown in my hands. Not when there's the small matter of an enormous city-conquering brain beneath it. But if we overcome that obstacle, I will do everything.
Make your choice. Endure the consequences.
While we breathe, we must fight. No surrender.
Lost in thought.
I trust you have weighed, but you are not the ideal candidate for transformation. You may not withstand the process. I will consult with your leader. Send them to me.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I trust you have weighed your options and reached the only honorable conclusion. Are you ready to transform? Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design.
My prince, you cannot. This is not your burden to bear.
It seems I misjudged you. You were testing my honor. And in so doing, you have convinced me of yours. The Netherbrain wants nothing more than to see all infected become Geik. My defenses keep the voice of the Absolute out. But just as I can raise them, so I can lower them. I will allow the voice of the Absolute in. Once it reaches you, it will order you to transform. It will only take a moment. And once you are a Mind Flayer, I will fold you under my protection once more. You will be the savior of empires. Not least, my own.
With the withdrawal of Orpheus's power, your mind is rushed with the full force of the Netherbrain. You feel a compulsion unlike anything you've ever known. Excruciating and exhilarating in equal measure. You wish nothing in the world but to evolve. Then, complete silence, as you are once again closed off from the Netherbrain's mind.
My people will remember you. The rebel illithid who stood beside their reborn prince and ended the grand design. Let us return now to the city and follow the path of the Netherbrain.
So I was hoping that I could somehow get Gale to tell Orpheus about the plan to blow himself up so nobody had to become a Lithid, but I don't know if you can actually do that or if I just picked the wrong dialogue options.
That looked unpleasant.
A most noble sacrifice. Gith's blessings upon you, Rastil.
We've a city to save. I think it's about time we got started.
I will not forget what you did here today, nor will the Githyanki people. We have unchained the true mayor. First, he will lead us to victory against the Netherbrain. Then, he will loose the Githyanki from Vlakit's undead talons.
To reach the Netherbrain through this.
A high concentration of combatants here. The brain must be close.
The funny thing is, the powers you get are so powerful that all of my spells are basically pointless. Because you can use, where is it? You can use Mind Blast, and then you can use Extract Brain, or you can also use Tentacle Whip and Extract Brain, and Extract Brain does an insane amount of damage. I don't think there's any reason to have these cantrips on the hotbar. Might as well put Tentacle Whip We have Mind Blast once per turn. Then we can do Extract Brain. And we have the spell now. Which lets us control the brain.
On my way.
The Prince of the Comet has come! Shavar Orpheus! Shavar Orpheus! Shavar Orpheus!
Vos, my most loyal friend. How good to set eyes on you.
You honor me. Your radiance. A geik keeps you company. Unusual.
An illithid in guise. An old ally in truth. He took this form so I might end the grand design.
Skva! Can it be? Thanks to you, the skies above Tunarath shall tremble with psalms. Orpheus will take the truth to the people. We will slay the Lich Queen. Our chains will be cleaved.
Mighty Voss, your words lift me. Vlaakith will splinter like glass and vanish like smoke. Shavar Orpheus!
Oh yeah, this is not us speaking, because we can't speak anymore.
My sword is yours. We will exterminate the brain and end its plague.
This champion holds the key to its defeat. Stand by for orders, Voss. Answer to him as you would answer to me.
As you wish, Prince Orpheus.
Forward! The Netherbrain falls this day. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies!
I just remembered something I forgot I could have done. Need to go back and do that.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring sob. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist eyes you with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it traveleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist's suspicion softens to curiosity, his hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, Mind Flayer, and I'm not alone.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
The Moon Maiden's silver light can cut as sharp as any sword. I wield it this day. You've bought yourself some Zentish steel. Use it well.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
My dark forces are at your command today. We have a common goal.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead. What will a mind flayer say that could encourage them on the threshold of battle?
We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Baldur's grace be with you.
Seems like a good moment.
Bodies, bloods, this is the dream. Knew I was smart to sneaks in. The Skelly boy said I could stay if I sold you stuff. So hurry up. Buy, buy, buy! Really? Well, don't you go getting chopped up. I need customers.
What do you got? Ooh, Elixir of Bloodlust. I like that. Psychic Resistance. I like that. Angelic Slumber. I like that.
Don't go dying. I'll be real mad.
If not over, then through. Dragons. Overhead. Stay low.
Fall back! Fall back! Matthew! Leave him be! We have to keep running! You should come with us! It's over.
There's a glimmer of something beyond his words, but in a moment it's gone, consumed with fear.
I'm sorry. We can't. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't have any charges.
Quite ready.
3 targets. 5. Oh my goodness. Holy crap.
Never a dull moment. How much further can I go?
I'm honestly not sure why this fight is here. I think it might be just to introduce you to the Call Allies button and maybe your Illithid powers, but this fight's a total cakewalk. It just takes a long time. You're stupidly powerful, and Orpheus is it's very weak, unfortunately.
One day I'll catch a break.
Okay.
Should mind my step.
Part of the Netherbrain stem. A bit higher. We should be able to climb it.
Not here. Come. Rise. Join. Waiting.
This is not the place. We must find somewhere higher up to begin the climb.
You will bleed for her glory.
I don't know what to say. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
Can't you feel it? We're almost there. Once we ascend the Netherbrain stem, we'll be in touching distance of the crown. But reclaiming the powers of Karsus himself. I'm ready. Are you? Then I think it's about time we ascended. Don't you?
Can't we just levitate up it?
It is the crown of Karsus, the site of power, the site of domination.
The Netherstones might prove more effective if we use them now.
Face. The one in my dreams.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
Transform.
Oh. He just got stunned. Unfortunately, I already used Extract Brain. Otherwise, now would be the time to do it. Oh, I can cast Haste on myself. Didn't have two actions right there.
must shatter this darkness.
Pawn to Cleric 4.
Technically, if Orpheus is dead, shouldn't we just instantly lose?
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I have no idea what happened here. We're supposed to get a cutscene and then go into a different level, but for some reason it just ended combat, and if I tried to reinitiate combat, it wouldn't do it. So I had to reload and do the fight again to get to this point. Maybe the nautiloid spawning in somehow interfered with it, I don't know.
You feel it, a sudden shift. The brain is weakening, its grasp of itself slipping. This is your chance. Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
Feeble resistance. Will. Absolute freedom. Time to spare. A rift. Go inside its mind and destroy it from within. Perchance. Farewell to the Netherbrain. My will is yield. Surrender.
I meant to do that with Gale.
I don't fancy their chances.
Oh, it's not Gale's
Time
turn
to
yet.
push my luck again.
Oh my goodness.
Impossible! Pain! Fear! Terror! Reconsider! Assess! Implore! Surrender!
Silence, Brain! The grand design has failed! You have failed!
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute!
Command it to die, quickly!
Psych.
My master. I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Silence. Free of urge and worm, your brain is battered and bruised, but it is yours. Yours at last. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
The loss of a mind is a terrible thing. But this time, I think I'll make an exception.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mizora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
It's over. It's truly over.
Against all odds, we cured ourselves. Free from the parasite, free from the prospect of ceramorphosis. I can hardly believe it. I will not become an accursed illithid.
Not to cast any slight on you, of course. Your present form is but a sign of your gallantry.
I will ensure that all Githyanki know your name and your sacrifice. What you have done today will start a fire that rages across the astral plane. With their lost prince returned, my people will burn away Vlaakith's corruption. And it is all thanks to you. The illithid who defied a netherbrain. As you wish, my savior. My people are leaving, and I must leave with them. Come, Lae'zel. We will free the Githyanki and dismantle the Empire. Let them be imprisoned no longer.
Shakvan Findu, source of my joy. Without you, I wouldn't know warmth. Only ice and fire. I can never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator. Orpheus, I am ready.
Julas! Juthas! Farewell, Gestil, my liberator.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. You are a mind flayer, the very thing you sought to eradicate. Whatever self you possess is quickly ebbing away. Your friends and enemies alike are ripe for manipulation. And if not manipulation, then consumption. Soon you will not be able to trust yourself at all. You will be a monstrosity beyond redemption. Or not. Perhaps you are unique among illithid kind. Perhaps you will retain enough of who you are to resist your nature. A rogue mind flayer. Like the Emperor, the risk is certainly yours to take. Will you? You have thwarted the illithid grand design. You have defeated 3 chosen and a netherbrain. You are miraculous. and you have earned the right to live. Your fate will be what you make of it. Now you are your own master, but it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Chiontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. With the crown in my hands, I would be unstoppable. The casts I weave would be mine to command. I would be more than the greatest wizard who ever lived. I would be a god. It's I who should be saying such things. Do not think I leave you without a heart as heavy as your own. I owe it to myself to follow where destiny leads. I'll never forget you. That I promise. And if you ever felt differently, there'll be a place waiting for you in the heavens.
I swear, you ascend to unprecedented power one time, and then suddenly everyone's doing it. I do wonder how he'll fare when Mystra decides to crush him. It could be quite the show. But enough about the wizard. Let's talk about us.
So, what comes next?
It seems you found peace with yourself. I'm glad. Just as long as your intentions remain as pure as they are now.
A lot of people died, so we could get to this moment. Let's go find somewhere to offer them a toast.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. You slept like a babe straight through the night, dreamless, thoughtless, and almost entirely free. For the first time, you feel alone, calm. You breathe. Baal may have been your beginning, but he will not be your end. But what will you do now that your life is your own? A rush of pleasure wells up within you at the thought. You still do not know the full extent of the scars that you left, but you will heal them one by one.
Great job, everybody.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou sought to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Implore. Surrender.
Subdued at last, it begs for its life.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute.
It pleads because it knows I'm its master. I will finish this.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the Emperor's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
We could do it, you know. We could rule the world.
I don't really want to do this option, but let's see what happens.
I admire the ambition. The thought did cross my mind. But whoever becomes the Absolute faces a war with the entire Githyanki army. Strong as we are, they are legion. I cannot be sure of survival. Yes, I suppose that's true.
Okay, quick moment to interject here. If you don't talk him into controlling the brain, he just destroys the brain, and the ending pretty much proceeds like it did last time, except the Emperor will be alive.
Let's do it.
Together. Conquer. Rule. Command!
In my name. It pleads because it knows I'm its master. I will finish this.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of the Emperor's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps. You glimpse the lifelong destiny promised by your father. Enslave, dominate, ruin. In your father's name, you must seize your rightful claim to the brain, not destroy it. If you do not, then he will flay and shred your mind, so it cannot even comprehend the horrors he will plague you with.
shouldn't we immediately be under the brain's control without Orpheus's protection?
In Baal's name.
Silence. The overbearing quiet of your father's disappointment before the rush of your tragic fall.
I did what I had to secure my freedom. And in spite of your resistance to evolution, you have proved a good ally. I am no more responsible for your actions than you are for mine. In spite of your resistance to evolution, I'm glad you think so. I did my best.
Skvar, you may have succeeded, but I have failed. Gith's son is dead, and Vlaakith has abandoned me. I will be hunted by her Inquisition to the ends of the world. I must leave. I have nothing more to gain by being here. You helped my people end the Grand Design. For this, I will remember you. But I will not forget what you have cost us. I will remember the fights we fought together. But my next fights will be without you.
As for us, so...
Why stop at all? There's a whole world out there. We just have to take it.
Then this is where we part ways. I have business to attend to here, and a life to rebuild.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but part of me will miss you.
I will miss you, too.
Your thoughts wander from your companions and everything you endured to your own piteous fate. If only you defied your father when you had the chance and freed yourself of your dark desires. But it's too late now. Your destiny is set. Your very blood shall clot with the urge, and that hungry desire will consume you. You may have freed the world from the control of the Netherbrain, but you are not yet free. Your father is angry. What foul punishment awaits you now that you have rejected him?
Oh my goodness. More options. Alright, well, let's see what we can do.
And just like that, it's over. Whatever's left of you is subsumed by the overwhelming strength of your desires.
That was it.
The whimper of Baal.
Not just the city. Imagine the swathe of destruction the Absolute's armies will have caused.
I will not be joining you. I fear my presence will be no more welcome in the streets of the city than it ever was.
If Baldur's Gate is too foolish to recognize its saviors, so be it. The city will miss your influence, as will I.
Well, the thing is, if we do this, we get sent straight to him.
What are you doing? No!
You've butchered so many before, each death a gift to your father. This one, you will take from him. This one is just for you.
You can't tell me we don't get a special scene. Wow, we really don't get a special scene for that. I thought for sure we would get an audience with Baal for that. Okay, so for some reason there's not anywhere else to really sit down around here unless you want to sit like over at this bench or over at this stool next to this workbench. I feel like there should be some chairs out around here, but I guess not. So somehow one of the mods I have is preventing the epilogue from happening, and I'm not sure. I must have animate dead and my mod loaded, or I can't load the game because obviously the game's not ready for you to be level 15 and you have these spell slots and stuff, so it just craps the bed as soon as it loads in. And with animate dead plus plus and my mod loaded, it won't load the epilogue, so I'm not sure which one of those would be causing it. But yeah, so I don't know. So it's not like it's not just I'm not going to show you the epilogue. Like, I can't even see my own epilogue. I don't have any idea what might happen. So sorry about that. I didn't change anything with any cutscenes or anything, so I don't know what could be wrong with it exactly. So yeah, there's a couple other things we could do, but I'm not too bothered about it. I don't know if there's maybe some way I can get Gale in Spot to control the crown. I don't know if I have to be playing as Gale or something, but yeah, that didn't work. And I don't know if there's a way we can somehow like free Orpheus and also not turn a Lithid either. I mean, Gale did offer to blow himself up, but he didn't when we freed Orpheus, so I don't know what to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the game. I certainly did, and I'm sad that I can't see the epilogue.